What's going on, world? Welcome back to the latest edition of Sitting in the Office. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July. Just kind of going through some systems, uh, reading up on some products and services we have to offer over here at my office that I work at, which is Peterson Insurance Group, for anybody that doesn't know that. Topic at hand is renters in life. I know I've been hitting those too hard, but it's so vital. You know, if it wasn't a big deal, I wouldn't even preach about it, but it's so big. Especially when you're talking about this is your life, your family situations. You know, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with the opportunity and time that it takes to set them up? You know, it's like, I don't have time. I love hearing this because guess what? In your day, you actually have 37 hours of excess time that you're not doing anything. That's almost another 40-hour week job. Think about that. It's crazy, I know, right? Like, what are you talking about? I don't have time at all. No, we're just not strategic and deliberate with what we're doing. So I think if we could get more people to be more strategic and deliberate on what they're doing, then I think we could probably take away that I don't have time skid. I think it's a matter of importance. And what's more important than planning out the future of your family? I think instead of waiting for that moment, like, oh, nothing's never going to happen. Everybody in the world has said that it's never going to happen. Guess what? It usually happens more often than we believe. And then, you know, once it happens, we forget about it. We're like, oh, it happened. You know, we have our sad days, we have our down days. But we never really put it into perspective for the long term. You know, it's great to live day by day, but in the long term, what do you want from your life? Where do you see your life in the next 10, 20, 30 years if we're fortunate enough to be here? And how are you setting your family up? I think that's the biggest thing. You know, it's now about the hoop and holler. You know, I think if I had done more of, you know, yeah, I got Lambos, fake Lambos, and I don't drive any of that. I'm just a country kid from Missouri that's trying to put out awesome content on a day-to-day basis. You know, I'm not the quotes guy to sit up here and put 1,000 quotes up here, get you jazzed up on the day, because this is practical. Practical part is we're all gonna die, and the best people plan out for that, for their families. If you want to raise campaigns and fundraising accounts for family members, that's great. But why have to do that? Why put your family through the additional headache and grieving to raise funds when you could be saving for that now? And I think that's a serious discussion that we really need to have with our family members. This is a serious discussion I'm having with you, because clearly getting you here in this office face to face is going to be extremely difficult at this point in time. So I want you to check out this video. Go to the link below. If you're want more questions, you can shoot me an email, give me a call here at the office. But it's a serious conversation that you gotta have. It's something very dear to me, and I'm normally an upbeat guy, but you know, it's like I watch so many young people, you know, being steered down a path in life that we could probably better plan for. And I think showing them the ropes, you know, teaching them these things. Listen, guys, famous people have advisors. They have famous people have people teaching them stuff. If you think that you can watch whoever on TV or whoever on YouTube and expect them not to be getting set up with the right people, you're absolutely wrong. Okay, you're not looking at the behind the scenes, and behind the scenes they're getting with the right advisors, getting with the right coaches. And I think a lot of people would be in a better position if they would do that. It's kind of like saying with your fitness health. That's my biggest struggle, is that so I think we really, you know, we really need to rethink some things. We need to rethink how we're raising our generations to be better prepared. And I think a lot of people are doing that, but I'm probably speaking to more of my age group because I'm right there in the midst of it. better transition our kids into adulthood and preparing them for their ultimate careers. Uh, and that's, raising families. What do they do um, in that long term? I think it's very get to college, get a job, be happy. Well, in this day and age, there's no certainty. And how do we find certainty in an uncertain place? We carve it out ourselves. So that's my little 6 minute rant on the day. Hate to break it to you like this, but it's one of those conversations that if your parents haven't had it yet, or one of your close buddies think that, oh, we'll live forever. Johnny Sue, you really don't. Look at the statistics, everybody dies. And those who plan the best usually put their families in a better situation. So, yeah, that's my rant on the day.